Hello, Conqueso family. This is Conqueso09 coming at you with another airgo product. Well, I got a couple of airgo products from the mail. I got the airgo product for signal RGB and RGB connections. I got this. I already got the old one, but they sent me a new one for the new upgraded one. It's supposed to be better, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. And I also got the neon Ergo gaming PC lighting. And also, this video is sponsored by Airgo. Airgo, thank you very much for sponsoring this. I really do appreciate it. This will be what, fourth, fifth product I have already done for you guys, and you guys have been very well to me. But today's special menu is the Airgo Signal RGB controller. As you can see, what's special about this is it's for up to 16 5-volt base 3-pin RGB lights. Each channel individually controlled, built-in protection fuses, which is a must. You don't know how many times I have. Listen, I've been in the computer game for years, and we all get frustrated. And sometimes, the pins get bent, and you see a knife or a screwdriver, flathead laying around. Do not do this, guys. I like to think I'm an expert and I could avoid sparkage or you know, burning out a product, which I have 2, 3, 4 times. What's really cool about this one is I've never had a fuse protector one. This one's fuse protected, and hopefully, the pins aren't just showing, and it's just a circular thing that you plug in your RGB header in. So let's take this out the case and review it. So first, good packaging. Couple cards, Amazon card, probably for 20% off or any Airgo products. If you wanna buy this, here's the codes for 20, 50% off, 5 or 10% off. There you go. Claim it. First one, first one, first serve. Enjoy it. But here is, wow, this thing is heavy. Let me take a good look at it. Does it got? Yep, got magnets. That's good. This thing's heavy. There's metal in this. This is quality. This is freaking quality. This makes me so happy. Like, just the weight, this thing's not gonna mess around. This is meant for heavy power. You can throw anything at this thing. If you catch my drift. Sorry, I have to catch myself from saying a bad word. But oh well, it's upside down. But there is, how many channels? There is 16 channels of ARGB. Now, what kind of sucks? With every pro, there's a con. And ergo, I have to say this. What sucks about this is that, yes, there is 16 headers, and yes, it's fuse protected, and yes, it does connect to your motherboard via USB. Um, what's cool about this product is that you have 16 RGBs, as I said. The con is most. I've seen a couple where they've added the fan headers too. Now, I understand where Airgo is going with this. This is just meant to protect your RGBs from shortening out. I can only imagine how much fuses and how much heavier it would weigh, and the cost, cost proficiency. So, I mean, is that a con for having a header that actually protects your ARGB just in case something is to happen or you make a mistake? Mistakes are bound to happen, and most of these headers are not fuse protected. They're not. They're just not. 90% of them are not. For this to be fuse protected, big up. I've already made whatever this costs. You've already made your money back by having the protection. Because most companies would just say, this is, just solder this, solder that, solder that. It's meant for power. It's on them if they do something stupid. Just smack it on and sell it. Guys were thinking about this when they built this. They were thinking this is when workers are allowed to love their job and give their input, and the big heads listen to them. This is what you get. I haven't even tried it yet, but I can tell you just by the weight. This thing is heavy. So I'm not gonna bore you with the process of me installing this. It's very simple how to install it. But I will talk about it after the process. And second, I am very, very ashamed of the wires in the back of my PC, because this is a new PC, and I got in contact with Airgo, told them that I will do another sponsor video for them, because I needed one of these and I didn't feel like paying for it. And since I already do some of these reviews for them, they blessed me with this and a couple more items that I will be releasing videos on. So make sure you like this video, subscribe. This is not the only thing that I do. I do topics, gaming, heavy gaming. Just a funny channel overall, but but tech is, well, I do. But tech, I am a nerd. I am a closet nerd. So when I get the chance to review tech, this is what I do also. So with that, I'm going to install this. For now, I'm going to let you gentlemen and ladies off so you don't have to see the embarrassment. And I'll see you in a bit. So as you can see here, I'm very impressed with what's going on here. I booted up the computer right away, and everything was recognized right off the bat. The only thing that didn't work was the 4-pin RGB ones, because that's a whole different factor. Signal RGB even says it. You have to get a 4-pin to 3-pin adapter. That's why you see the strips right here. They're not lit. But Airgo was cool enough to send me these, which I will be replacing those on a different video. But as you can see here on the screen and on the computer lifetime, we turn off the light. Everything works well. Let's go to lighting. So you got Aurora. Everything works. You got rainbow data. Everything works. I mean, it was just simply hook up the RGB into, on the video, I know I'm going to turn on the light. It hooks up from USB to the USB 9-pin ports up here. That's why it directly has a better read for the RGBs. I don't include my keyboard because Razer has this thing where if you're using Signal RGB, you can't use the macro keys. They won't work. So until they find that my Razer setup is using its default lighting, because if you don't have it in default lighting, it will mess up the RGB with Signal RGB. That has nothing to do with the Airgo hub. But besides that, this is the first hub where I picked it up. And do you see the neon lights right here, or the RGB lights around the motherboard? It usually has a hard time being picked up from third-party RGB remotes. But since this one gets picked up by Signal RGB, because it's particularly made for Signal RGB, anything that you hook up to it, it will recognize right off the bat. What other ones do I have? Black Panther, Color Wave. I remember you could effect speed wade with. You could mess with that. Marvel Universe. Dun 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 dun. You get the lightning. My personal favorite, two of them, has to be Terminal, because it looks good with my. This is the Dojo build. I call it the PC Dojo build. It's got all the Dojo stuff in it. Sun Wukong, the Shadow Samurais. That I like Cybertrain a lot. Embers is alright. Too red though. Electricity. It's good. Beach. Rain. Magma. Everything works. It is a great product to own and use. Again, thank you so much, Airgo, for sponsoring this video so I could show everybody your product. It is a simple connection. And this, if you are a Signal RGB person that just uses Signal RGB and has problems, this hub will make sure that you never have a problem with Signal RGB. Again, this is the product. We'll provide link underneath description. As you guys can see, it works beautifully. There's nothing wrong, except for, like I said, the strip, because that's a 4-pin, and I have to get a 4-pin to 3-pin adapter, which, like I said, I'm going to be replacing those. They're old anyway. But yeah, I couldn't be any prouder. This is Conqueso09 reporting at you. I hope everybody has a great day. And be geeky, my friend. Be geeky.